guys, welcome back to my channel and I hope you've all had an amazing day. Today we are back playing some more Dress to Impress and we are just going to play some normal rounds and see how many stars we can get. We are almost at 17,000 stars, which is just a drop in the ocean considering that we need 100,000 for our ultimate goal. However, it's still nice to track these little milestones. Once we reach 25,000 stars, we will reach top model, where we will unlock this beautiful top model silk robe. So I'm really excited for that. And then from there, it is 25,000 stars until the next rank up. If you do enjoy Dress to Impress content, please make sure you are subscribed. It means the absolute world to me. I just want to thank you all as well for 1,000 subscribers. It genuinely feels crazy that over 1,000 of you have subscribed to little old me. I just enjoy playing Dress to Impress. I enjoy sharing these videos with you. I've just loved making these videos, and seeing the support from you guys has just meant more than you could ever know. So thank you so much. And without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so we have hopped into a master server and our theme is Hollywood. I'm not entirely sure what I want to go for. I think I just want to go for something quite glamorous. I don't think I want to do any specific person. I think I'll go for this face and then I'll put my lashes on straight away and let's just pop those down to about 49. There we go. And then for the hair, I think I want something with a lot of volume. So I think I'm going to use this, but maybe a little bit further back, and then also this, but if I position this slightly over to the side like that. And then let's get some more detailing in here. Let's use this but only bangs, and then this but only bangs. I think that looks cute. I think I want to go for blonde for this look, so I'm going to do, and then maybe that. I think that looks cute. Let's get started on our dress. So I want to do something quite glamorous. So obviously this would be super cute, but I just don't feel like you can layer too much on top of that. Maybe let's take this, hop into the changing room and see what we can add to this. Maybe if we add the withered rose dress, but maybe the whole dress and keep this top part. I never ever keep the top part, so this is kind of new for me. I'm gonna take this but only the train, keep the glitter on, and then maybe this but just option number 5, and then maybe this but option number 4, just so I can include a little bit more of a pattern in there. Okay, let's get this coloured and see where we're at. I'm feeling like red could be really cute here. Maybe some red and some white accents could be quite cute. Maybe like that and that. And then on the withered rose dress, I need to figure out what is patterning what. Patterns, let's see what we can add in here. Maybe if we add this one and then add some more red. And then I want to add a pattern to here. Maybe that same one. Or maybe this one could be quite cute, like that. And then some more white in there, a little bit more red, maybe some darker red here, and then some red here for the lace, but make that darker. For this piece here, I think I want to go for a different pattern, so maybe the same one we've used down here. And then on the withered rose skirt, I want to pattern this as well, and maybe I make that the same. I feel like this looks a little bit odd. Maybe if I just do this one, and then for the ends, if I make it, maybe if I make the ends red. Does this look really bad? I can't tell, but we have 1 minute left, so we don't really have time to redo anything. So let's just pretend we all love it. We all think it looks brilliant. Maybe this big hat. This feels very Hollywood to me. And then patterns, we could go for that, and then like a dark red. I think that looks quite cute. And then for the shoes, I'm just going to go for the pumps. So just these ones here and just make those red. And then let's add a little bit of detailing to the top. So just this here maybe. And add some more of this pattern and silk that. Let's add this big chunky necklace and let's make that just like a champagne color with some red detailing. And then maybe let's take this but make it lower, and maybe let's make that red as well, just like that. I don't know, guys. We've definitely done something. Definitely a look. Whether it's a good look, I don't know. This is cute. I'm gonna go for a 3 for this one. The prompt says glamorous, looks like a movie star. I think it was really cute. I just don't think it's giving glam to me. This one, however, I love this. I think this looks stunning. I'm gonna give this one a 4. And then this is the next one. This is also really cute. She says she didn't mean to add the fan. It's okay. We're gonna pretend it's not there and you're gonna get a 4 anyway. I think this is really cute. I love the red pattern that she's used. The face is gorgeous. I love the hair and the feather. Everything about that I really enjoyed. This is cute. I'm gonna go for a 3 for this one. This is so pretty and the face is gorgeous. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. Oh, this is pretty. I love the glitter on here and I love the hair. I think that is such a cool idea. I'm gonna give this one a 4 as well. This is ours. It's our warm-up game, guys, so that's my excuse here. I still think it's quite cute. I quite like the silhouette. I'm just not quite sure on the color pattern that I've gone for. And then we have this one. This is cute. I want to go for a 3. I think it's really pretty. I just don't think it's giving glam, personally. Just personal opinion. Still really cute though. And this one is cute as well, just very simple. So I'm going to go for a 3 for this one as well. Again, super pretty. I just wish there was a little bit more going on. And then this was the last one. Obviously she joined late, so I'm just going to skip over this one and vote it a 1. But I'm sure she'll give us something amazing to vote next round. There were so many good outfits this time, you guys. That was such a solid round for everyone. And this was the podium. I think this was very well deserved. I enjoyed the looks up here. I think they look absolutely stunning. We came 6th with 23 stars, which for 6th place, I think is a pretty good amount of stars. The outfit, we're not going to talk about it. We're just going to take it off and get ready for the next round. Theme is from another planet. And what do we want to do here? I always tend to go for alien sort of looks, but that's just what I like. I just think it works well. What colour do I want to go for here? I think I might just go for blues. I just think blues are really well. Sorry guys, I know I do blue alien-y looks all the time, but it's my comfort place. It's my comfort zone. Let's have a look at what we can use here. We do have this new piece from the candy items. Let's see here. I really wish that you could just take the corset, and I wish that you could toggle the shoes off. But you know what? I'm still going to use it. Let's have a look at what we can use to pattern this. No, of course we can't. That would be too easy. So let's go for this blue color, but I'm going to bring it down and I'm going to make it a little bit more of a grey blue, just like that. Add some more icy pieces in there, make the feathers quite icy, mix in some of that color and then that color again, but make that a bit darker. I do think this is a really cool item. And then for the hair, I just want to keep it really simple. Again, I feel like I do pretty much the same thing when it comes to this theme with the hair, but it's just what I like doing for it. The lashes, I'm going to make them a little bit more muted. I'm going to do this, but only bangs, and make them that. And then maybe we won't do the same thing. Maybe we'll use this and do that and that. I think that's actually quite cute. And then let's put on some ears, just like that. And then what else can we add here? Let's take this, but only the chains, and make those that grey colour, like that. Let's add this on the bottom, and can we start adding some patterns in here? Do we have any sort of muted patterns? No, but we have this one, and this is really cool. Maybe if I add this and silk that, and then if we bring some more kind of greeny tones into the look, maybe if we add this as well and pattern that with the same, then I'm gonna add these sleeves. And can we pattern these? We can. So we're gonna add these same tones in here, just like that. And then with our nails, I'm gonna go for that kind of grey blue sort of color. I'm gonna take this, only this piece, and for the edges we'll make it that darker grey blue, but make that a little bit darker. Add this bluey color in the center, and then go for these icy colors for here and here. It's starting to tie in. Let's scale that down and position it backwards a little bit, just to about there. And I want to match this up to this color, so I think that works, just like that. I was gonna add this, but I just don't think it works here. Maybe if I add, this looks quite cool actually. Let's do that and foil that, and then let's add some of this color. Can we silk that or foil that? We can. Some more of this color and some more of this color. And then if we add this, but make this much darker to like that, and then like that maybe. Can we add these? No, they clip quite a bit. Do we have time to add these? What do these look like? Maybe if we do that and foil those, and then add some of that and foil that, and then add some of these more icy tones in there, and then maybe just really quickly add this as a final detail. I definitely think we look like we're from another planet. We definitely look alien-like. This is super cool. I love the use of the neon. I'm gonna give this one a 4. I still need to do the quest to get this quest item. It looks so cool. I usually do the quest with my duo, and I'm just waiting for her to be free to do them, but I'm itching to do it. I really want to do it. This looks really cool. I love the use of the new face. That was a really smart move. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one as well. I'm gonna give this one a 5. Love this one. I'm gonna give her a shock. That was cool. That's the first time I've used that. To me, the shocks are a good thing. I was a little bit scared to use them in case they didn't come across as a good thing. Oh, but this is so cool as well. I'm gonna give her some bats. I think bats fit this theme. And that is another 5-star. That is really cool. And then this is ours. I hate that we've gone just after those two really good outfits. You know what? I think we look cute. I think we look nice. Oh, this is cool. I love the cage from the new Roblox item. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. It's really cool. I just don't think that it blows me away the same as those other two did. But it's still an amazing outfit. Oh, this is really nice. This whole video is just gonna be me going, but they're all just such good outfits. I can't help it. She's giving us a little loser sign. Thanks for that, Diva. I do feel like a loser now that I've seen your outfit. That is terrifying. That was a scary little move. I'm gonna go for a 3 or a 4 for this one. I do think it's cute. I just think the outfit is lacking a little bit with the same pattern everywhere. Still really cute though. And this is stunning as well. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. I completely forgot about this new facial feature with the 6 eyes, and I'm wishing that I'd have used that now. But that was a really cute one. Again, a really strong round. I'm enjoying this lobby. This was the podium. Loving these outfits. I'm really happy with this round. We came 7th with 23 stars. Again, 23 is not bad. Considering that 3rd place got 24, I feel okay with that. I think our outfit was cute. Again, not a huge fan of the lighting in the lobby. I know that you can switch it from nighttime to daytime, but it kind of ruins the vibe of the lobby, if you get what I mean. I don't know, it ends up looking worse, but that's just personal opinion. This new Jester item, this new Jester bodysuit, I love the feather detailing on the back. Love. I wish that you could have the feathers on its own and take the tights off. I know that you can change the tights to your skin tone, but I don't know. I just kind of wish there was a few more toggles, but still a really cool item. The theme is emo. I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. I'm gonna be so real with you. I'm not too sure what constitutes as emo. Sometimes I get the different styles mixed up. Like I get goth and emo, and then there's more goth, and there's a bunch of other things. I do tend to get them all mixed around a little bit. But when I think of emo, I think of quite grungy. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then for the lips, maybe if I go for something like this, or this maybe, if I do some black and then some dark red. I think these look really cool actually. I wanna go for these ones. Lashes, we're gonna make those black again. And then for the hair, let's have a look. I kind of want to do something quite shaggy. I think if I do that, and then if I go to the masculine section, if I've gone past it, I definitely have. This is the one I was looking for. If I use this, and then something else from the feminine section, something a little bit longer, just to give it a little bit more. Maybe this could work. Maybe that's quite cute. I don't know. In my head, it looks cute. I might be lying to myself though. I'm gonna make this black and then do that and that. I think that actually looks really cute. And then let's start with the outfit. We only have 4 minutes left. What does the prompt say? Dark, edgy style with band tees and stripes. I'm gonna go for these tights, and then I'm also gonna go for the socks and do that. I'm gonna get rid of the feet on the tights, and then on the socks I think I want to do black and white stripes, and then maybe these big chunky boots. What have we got over here? Oh, we have some quite cute items over here to use. Let's throw that on. Let's throw this on. Let's hold that. Maybe let's put this on as well. We are getting somewhere. Anything I want to hold? I don't think so. Anything from here? Maybe I could use the cage skirt here. That could be quite cute. Let's make that black. And then maybe these gloves. I'm just walking into the wall. And then let's go back into here. And I'm going to take the pixie uwu top just for some detailing. And then I know I want the body pass sleeves, so let's go for these and those. And then I think I also want to use, where is it? This one. Let's start colouring and just see where we're at. I'm just going to use that pattern on there, some black, and then some dark red on there. And then for this top, do we have, maybe if I use this pattern again and then make the rest black like that. And then the pixie uwu top. I do want to add some more stripes in here to match the socks, but I don't know. I also don't think this cage thing is doing anything for me anymore, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go for that, and then we'll add some white with those pieces. For these sleeves, I'm gonna go for black, and then for these ones, we're gonna make those black and white with a little bit of grey in there. And then for this top, I do want to throw a little bit more red in here. So red, black, and some white. And then this jacket, let's just make that a super dark grey. Valentine's, I want to go for the leg bandages, but with no bows, and just make those black. And then do we have time for some extra detailing? Let's do that, and then silk that. And then do I have anything I can use for the head? I don't really have time. I kind of want to add this choker. That looks cute. Let's add some red in there and some white. We just about finished. I do think we look quite cute. This is pretty. I'm gonna go for a 3 for this one. This one is really cute. I definitely should have added the fishnet top. I completely forgot that that item existed. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. Really cute outfit. And then this is ours. I do think we look quite good. I did enjoy this theme. I think the face makeup and the hair especially, I am really enjoying those. This one is cute. I'm gonna go for a 3 for this one. And this one is cute too. The face especially, love that one. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this. Very basic, but I think the face is just so good. It's just leaning me to give an extra star there. And then we have this one, pretty similar. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one as well. Exactly the same as the last one. The face guard is absolutely eating. This one is super cute. I want to go for a 4 for this one as well. This lobby is so good, you guys. I feel like sometimes in master server lobbies it can be a little bit hit or miss, but when you get a good lobby, it's just so enjoyable. This one is super cute. I'm gonna go for a 3 for this one. That face is gorgeous. And then this is the last one. This again is super cute. I'm gonna go in the middle and go for a 3 for this one. I just wish there was a little bit more going on. The outfit is very basic, but still really, really cute. And we placed third. Can I say thank you in the chat? We came third with 27 stars. And we have also unlocked the next part of the Buddy Pass. So let's just go and claim that. We didn't really get anything on this tier. We got the spotlight effect and we got some candies. I saw quite a few people upset about how hard it was to get candies. Unpopular opinion, I really don't think it's that bad. I sat there in bed watching TV the other night with my iPad, and just every couple of minutes I just looked back down and I did the apple popping, and I got a ton of candies, and it was super easy and took no concentration at all. Whereas when I was trying to save up seashells, that was rough. I was playing every single mermaid round. I was desperately trying to place every single time to get the most shells. But this round I don't think it's that bad. So the theme is goblins and ogres. I don't think I've ever done this theme. I am not quite sure what I want to do here. I think I might put this face on and just make myself green, I think. not super green, just like a muted green like that. And then let's go back here and let's just change up my face so that I'm not looking crazy. Let's do that. And then for the blush, let's do, it doesn't really color like that, does it? Maybe let's do something like that. And then for the lips, maybe we'll do something like this. And again, just make it a little bit more muted. Maybe like that. I think that's a cute little base for us. And then let's get started on the hair. So I'm going to go for this, but only bangs and bangs number 3. And then I definitely want this hair. I think this is super cute. And then let's also maybe add this one. Does that look crazy? No, I think that looks okay. And then this, but only bangs. And that will do for now. And let's just add some greens in there. Let's do that and, oh, I've coloured that wrong. Let's do that and then that. Let's go for these ears and just make them a little bit darker. And then what do we want to add here? I'm really not sure what to go for. Okay, I'm on Pinterest. I'm having a look at what other people have done because I am lacking in, what's it called? Creativity. That's the word I was looking for. I'm lacking in creativity. Let's go for this and make that darker and add that to our color wheel there. And let's add some more green in there. I want to keep it very sort of swampy. And are there any patterns we can use here that aren't too green? I don't want it to be super green and I want to keep it very cool toned. I don't really think that we have anything. I think the only thing we can really get away with using is this one. I'll do that. And then I think I want to use this, but I don't know, maybe like that. I like the feathery bit. I just wish that I could use that on its own. Let's do that there. And then this here. And then Valentine's Day, let's go for the leg again, but without the bows. And let's make those that color and make them a little bit darker. Let's take these armbands, but change that to these sorts of tones. We're definitely looking like a glamorous goblin. Okay, number 4, and let's make that this color and foil that for some more texture. Let's add the chains here and make those this lighter green color like that. Okay, for this on the top, option number 2, and go for the same green pattern that we used on the jellyfish skirt. Shoes. What do I want to use for the shoes? I think I'll add some tights first and just make them option number 5 and make those dark green. And then maybe if I use these boots, maybe if I make those like dark green and then do that a bit darker and then some kind of lighter green colors just for the accents like that. Okay, and for the head we also need some jewelry desperately. Okay, throw this on and make that color. And is there anything else we can chuck on really quickly? This green color. I really want my ruffle top, but I don't think I can reach it in time. No, I can't. Okay. I still think we look cute. This is the first time I've done this theme. Okay, it's really cool. I'm gonna go for a 3 for this one. I just wish there was a little bit more going on with the outfit because it is kind of just that set together. This is ours. We still haven't changed our nails, but you know, fine, because it kind of works with this theme. I do think we look quite cute. I love the face and I love the hair. Ooh, this is cool. I love the pattern usage here. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. This one is super cool. I'm gonna go for a 3 for this one. Okay, and this one is stunning. I'm gonna go for a 5 for this one. I'm gonna give her some bats. I think the bats fit that. And this one is super cool as well. I think I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. I really like the face for this. The face and the hair were my favorite part of this outfit. They are so cool. And then we have this one. I feel like this is very Shrek inspired. I'm gonna go for a 3. And this is the final outfit. I think that she joined late, so we're just gonna skip over her and just let her wow us in the next round. Her fingernails are kind of scaring me though, can't lie. And this was the podium, very, very well deserved. I enjoyed all of these outfits, especially first place. We came 5th with 24 stars. Again, we didn't place, but 24 stars I will gladly take. 24 stars I think is pretty decent. So let's get ready for the next round. Let's take all of this off. I do really enjoy doing themes that I am not too experienced in. It definitely makes me more confident. I feel like if I was playing on my own and not recording, that is one of those themes that I would have just reloaded the game and got a different theme for, because I don't feel like I'm that good when it comes to the fantasy sort of themes. And I know I need to hop into a free play server and just practice, but I keep it off. But let me know in the comments what themes you struggle with and what themes you want to get a bit more practice with, and maybe we can share the ones that we struggle with the most. Okay, the round's theme is Futuristic Elegance. Okay, quite sure what I want to do here. I feel like I've said that every single round, but we've just had rounds where it's just kind of thrown curveballs at me, to be honest. Lips, I'm just gonna make those a little bit more neutral and a little bit darker, just like that. Okay, face I thought was really cute though. I made that today. Okay, for outfit, let's take this. I think I want to take this, but just a cage skirt. Okay, and what else can I add on here? Maybe if I add this corset and maybe this one. Okay, I don't need the ruffle top in every single look. Put it down. I think I'll take these sleeves and I'll take the fishnets. I think I'll take these boots and these, but knee high. Then I think I'm gonna take the leg bandages again. I know I've used them like a million times this session, but they're just so good. They just work for everything. Sorry. What do I want to do here? Color theme do I want to go for? We could create something kind of around this. I think this could actually be quite cool if we foiled that and then maybe added some of this color. I just want to match it up a little bit closer. I think that's pretty good. Maybe like that. Okay, go with that, and then we will foil those. We'll add some black and we'll add some white. And then for this, I feel like if we make this color but a little bit darker, or maybe even lighter, could be pretty cool. Make it pretty electric like that. Okay, let's add some black in there. Let's add some of this color in there. In fact, we'll make the centerpiece white. The trim can be this color, the lace can also be this color, and then the accents can be white. This corset will make the base black and then add some more of this color in there. Can we foil that? Yes, we can. Okay, add some of that darker color and some white. For the sleeves, let's use the pattern and then some black and some white. And then for these ones, let's do that and that. And then for the leg bandages, we'll make those that color but a little bit darker. Okay, these boots will go with that pattern and light silk those. And then for these ones, we'll just keep those black but light silk them. Okay, coming together. Maybe if we add this but only the ribbon, and maybe make this black. Okay, for the hair, not quite sure what I want to go for. I kind of use this again, but top piece. Maybe, no, I don't want to use that actually. If we do this and then maybe this but further back, and then maybe the Queen of Hearts, this but only bangs option number 3. Okay, let that color and see how we feel. So we're gonna go for black and then obviously this bold color here. I'm actually really loving this look. This is very out of my comfort zone, but I think it's cute. Okay, black for the nails. We're actually changing the nails. Go me, on me. And let's add the jellyfish skirt and let's make that black and foil that. No, we don't need this in every single look either. Put it down. Maybe we can go for this, or is this too much? I don't know. I feel like the too much gene is taking over. Let's just make that black and foil it, and then add some more of this color on the inside. Make that a little bit darker. Okay, then we need some jewelry. Let's throw this on. This is my absolute favorite jewelry piece. Don't know if you guys can tell. Okay, and then what else can we add here last minute? Let's throw this on and make that green. Let's throw this on, but make that the old one and make that black. And you know what? I think this actually looks kind of cool. Okay, so this is the first one. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna go for a 3 for this one. Okay, and this is ours. I think we did pretty well. Someone gave us bats, which is always a good sign. Someone gave us the shock emote as well. And more bats, okay. That is super cool. Getting a lot of shocks over here. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. I think the outfit is really, really cool. Someone is spamming the emotes today. Okay, it is really cool. I'm gonna go for a 3. I just wish that it was a little bit more futuristic. I think it's very elegant. I just wish it was a little bit more futuristic. A little bit more of that sci-fi element in there. Like this one. This is super cool. Okay, I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one as well. The hair is stunning. The outfit. In fact, I'm gonna give this one a 5. I really like this one. Okay, this is super cool. I love the face and I love the head. I can just see we've got a couple of uncolored things here. She didn't quite finish, but I just know if she had had another minute, that would have slayed so hard. Okay, we have this one. This is really cool as well. I'm gonna go for a 3 for this one. And then this is the last one. This is again super cool. I'm gonna go for a 5 for this one. And we placed first. That was so unexpected. Let's say thank you in the chat. We came first with 30 stars. The lighting is making this look like it's 5 different colors. But you know what? We're just gonna roll with it. I was happy with this one. Again, a little bit out of my comfort zone, not my usual sort of style. Okay, Fran's theme is spring break. Okay, I think I want to go for something quite beachy. When I think of spring break, I think of that one Spring Breakers movie. You know which one I mean, right? And I watched that. I had no business watching that at the age I watched it at, but it's what it is. I'm gonna go for this face, but I'm just gonna make the lips a little bit more neutral. That and maybe a little bit lighter, just like that. Okay, then let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna go for the bikini set just as a base, and then I'm thinking I want to use a ton of gold. So for the actual outfit, you know what? Let's actually use, where is it? This one here. Let's actually use this. Stay with me. Let's go for that, and then that, and then let's do that, and then let's foil them just so that it's, you know, apparent that there's clothing there. I'm a bit nervous that I haven't made that super clear. Let's do this, but just option number 2, keep it super sheer, and let's add that same tone and foil that. Okay, let's hop into the code items. I definitely want to add this. Let's make this champagne with some black detailing. In fact, let's make that a little bit lighter, just like that. There we go. And then, oh, I hopped out before I was ready. Let's take the pixie uwu top here. Let's use that same pattern and foil that, and then with these pieces we'll keep it light, and then with some black on the ends into the Valentine's Day set, and we'll take these bangles, and I think if we make those metallic, maybe make them a little bit darker. I don't want the ones from the summer collection instead. There we go, these look a little bit better. Okay, need some hair. That is a must. So let's put this to the back with no flowers, and then let's add this one, but just push it a little bit more to the back, and then maybe let's go for this one, but push that, oh no, actually maybe push that a little bit more to the back, and then bangs, maybe making this to you guys as if you're here and can help me make the choice, but unfortunately not here, so I'm gonna do this all by myself. Maybe go for this, but only the bangs. Does that look crazy? Kind of. I'm gonna go for blonde. Do that and that, and then that and that. Oh, in fact, we'll do that for that. Okay, anything I want to add from this section? Not really. I feel like we had like a beach bag. Am I making that up? I do want to take this. Let's just make that champagne color, and then add that, and then some black. Some more black, and then some gold. Okay, the wedges, but where are they? Are they in here? Am I going straight past them, or are they in this section? Here they are. Okay, cool. Do that, and then let's make these black. There we go. And then let's add the leg bandages once again. Sorry guys. Let's take the bows off, and maybe if we make these black and foil those, that could be quite cute. Okay, maybe ribbon. Is that too much? I think it's better without. Let's take that off. Okay, let's add this and make that champagne. let's add the earrings and make those champagne. The nails can stay black. We'll do this back and we'll make that black and just add some little beige pieces just like that. There we go. And then is there anything else we can add to the head really quickly? Maybe if we just take these little pieces here and maybe foil those, that could be quite cute. Okay, this one, I think this turned out quite cute. Okay, we've got you over here. They both look really cute. I'm gonna go for a 5. I say this every time, but I always tend to vote duos higher because they're at a disadvantage. Because you have one less person voting for you. Okay, this ours. I do think we look really cute. I love this. I love all the body jewelry. Hopefully they like my outfit. Okay, this is cute. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. Okay, this is cute too. I'm gonna go in the middle and go for a 3 for this one. Super cute. Love the hair. And then we have this one. Oh, these patterns are gorgeous together. Okay, I'm gonna give this one a 5. This girl, every single round, has had amazing outfits. Truly incredible. She has not missed a single time. I'm actually kind of jealous. And this one is stunning. I love the wrap down there. I'm gonna go for a 3. In fact, no, I'm gonna go for a 4 here. It's very, I do wish there was a little bit more going on, but it is very effective. So I'm gonna vote 4. Okay, this next one. I think this is really cute. I don't think it's really on theme. I don't see beachy from theme. Sorry. I'm not quite sure what she means. Whether she doesn't understand the theme and she doesn't think that the theme means beachy, maybe? Completely up to interpretation. Okay, this is cute, but again, I'm gonna go for the same vote, just for the same reason. I think the outfit is super cute. There's obviously a lot of effort gone into the outfit, but I just don't think that it's super on theme. And we placed first again. Oh my gosh. Say thank you. We came first with 30 stars, and I really liked this one. I loved this outfit, and this lobby has been amazing. They've been so friendly. But that is all from me for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure having you. If you aren't already, please make sure you are subscribed. It helps me out massively. But that is all from me today, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.